What up, fam? Chief X, the God best reincarnated, with this common sense science. So, this topic today, real brief video: elder and eldership. What is an elder to me, and what is eldership to me? Okay, so a lot of people get in an uproar if you challenge what they consider an elder or their elder. Okay? Let me be clear. This is social media. Okay? I personally don't know a lot of these older men or grown men. Let me say something. My elders, in reality, is my dad and my granddad. It was my dad and my granddad who taught me about life, who showed me how to work hard. It was my dad who I seen do 50 years working for the United States Post Office, getting up, going to work every night. He worked the graveyard shift. Okay? He was my example of a hard-working man. He taught me about life, what I should and shouldn't do. Okay? Now, he was no scholar, but he was my elder. My granddad was my elder. My daddy worked for the post office 50 years. One time, he just retired last year. He got an award one time for not missing work in 7 years. Think about that. You don't miss a day of work in 7 years. My dad was a hard-working man and dedicated. Okay? So these are examples of men I seen going to work. My granddad is my elder. In reality. Not a social media world. I'm talking about a real world. My granddaddy worked for Northrop and retired from Northrop, the aerospace industry. All while doing 2 other side jobs. He had his own security company, in which he did security for a church for decades. My granddaddy was also a bricklayer. Everybody in the neighborhood, Carson, Compton area, had their brickwork, not everybody, excuse me, a lot of people in the neighborhood had their brickwork done by my granddaddy. My granddaddy's a legend in Carson. The whole neighborhood knows my grandparents. See, that was my example of an elder. I seen my dad and my granddad working hard, teaching me to be a working man. I started working when I was 15 at a job. I've never been unemployed like that. Never. If I lost a job, I went and got another one. Okay? So, now, let's just give some examples real quick. Like Baba Haru, Mfadishi. Okay? Those are elders. We, as a younger people, are supposed to respect your elders. So I respect my elders in general. I don't care if they had a degree or was popular. If I walk out my door right now and I see a 75-year-old lady walking down the street, she's an elder. I'm supposed to show respect to her. I'm not supposed to, they're not people. It's not a special elder over her. They're all elders, and we respect elders. Now, when we say, "Hey, this is my elder," does that mean a church deacon is also your elder? What about a 75-year-old Hebrew Israelite man? Is he your elder? He's an elder, but would you call him your elder, and why not? Or does your elder have to be of a specific ideology that you embrace? You guys think about these things? Let's think deeply. Because someone, let's just say I'm a Garveyite. Does my elder have to be and also a Garveyite? Because this is what we do on social media. Everyone says my elder, and they're referring for somebody who has their similar beliefs. And they're not talking about like the real world. Like if it was in Africa in a village and stuff, you have your elders in the village. They're all your elders, not just the smartest one. Being an elder don't mean you have to be the smartest one. You're an elder, you automatically off the rip get that status from your age. Like to a 20-year-old, I'm their elder. Okay? So, when we get caught up, like just let me give you an example. Infidèle. And I'm not hating on anybody or giving shade. Because he's a comedic teacher, I have to call him my elder, and I can't disagree with him. See, you guys would disagree with an elder in the street. It may even be disrespectful. But you can't cherry pick like that who your elder is. Anybody of age is an elder. Now, why a Hebrew Israelite 75-year-old man can't be your elder, but Infidèle can be your elder? What are we doing here? So I'm just throwing out food for thought. I'm not like having no answers. I'm just telling you my reality. In my reality, my grandmama, my granddad, my mama, and my daddy is my elder. In some cases, people's uncles are their elder. Why is everyone in the so-called conscious community stuck on just a specific people being their elder? See, it gets convoluted. And like people just parrot shit that people before them said. Or people in their social clique said. So this is just food for thought. I'm not here trying to give no answers. It's like no right or wrong. I just want to make you think. Now, if an older person is teaching something and I disagree, I have every right to disagree and critique it. I don't owe anybody anything. Long as I remain respectful. And that they remain respectful. So you have a lot of elders out here who's been corrected and refuse to say, hey, you know, I was wrong about that. Let me ask you a question. In regards to the context of the conscious community, name one of these elders who actually ever said, hey, they was wrong about something back in the day. Like me, I'd say, hey, I was wrong about a lot of shit. I was pseudo as fuck back in the day. All my peers would say, hey, they was wrong and they was pseudo as fuck back in the day. But these so-called elders in the conscious community that people hold in high esteem, have they ever said that they was wrong? Or they was pseudo as hell? No, because they feel like there's more special than everyone else. They refuse to say, I was wrong about that. I used to be pseudo. That won't come out their mouth because of a fake image people want to uphold. Now, we all know we imperfect human beings, and we make mistakes. We may have taught some wrong thing. Excuse me. We may have taught something wrong. What's wrong with admitting that? Now, a lot of times some elders have been teaching certain concepts and certain ideologies so long. that they refuse to change or say, hey, I was wrong about this one point. That's kind of disrespectful and foul to me, and it shows bad character, overinflated ego, and no humility. It's not my ought to me personally. Don't give a fuck about what you feel. I'm just talking some reality right now. If a man can't admit he was wrong, it's hard for me to kind of respect him in a sense. What happened to being real and being honest with people? Just food for thought.